Hello. Hi. I'm gonna try and separate these special weapons at least into sections. So I'll do like shotguns first and all of those. Uh, you know, in that kind of order. Okay, got it. Cool. So, first of all, stranded. There is not a available stasis shotgun that I would tell you to go after at the moment, unfortunately. Strand, there is Super Cluster, comes from Season of the Wish activities. The roles that I would recommend would be to get stability. All of the shotguns are going to be stability. I know it sounds stupid, but the reason why you want stability is because stability heavily impacts flinch. And if you're going to use a shotgun and you have to be right close, right up on something, you're going to get shot, which means you're going to get flinched. So combat it, right? Yeah, that makes sense most of the time, I think. Assault Mag is a shotgun exclusive mag perk that increases your rate of fire, which is nice for obvious reasons. Fourth time's a charm, because this is I did not mention, this is a pinpoint precision shotgun, which is different from a precision shotgun. I know, Bungie, please. It's a slug, okay, so it doesn't shoot buckshot, it doesn't spread, it's just one, like a close range sniper, right? Fourth time's a charm, or reconstruction. Fourth time's a charm for when you're doing a longer damage phase with this shotgun. Reconstruction for general play and burst damage. Vorpal, which is pretty obvious. Deconstruct when you are specifically trying to kill something that is considered a construct. I'm not getting into that right now. And Cascade Point, which is just better for burst damage. Of course I didn't. So this is Supercluster. I know, cool. And you acquire it from, we are in the helm, and then we speak to Riven. And this is a craftable weapon, by the way. Speak to Riven, and Riven has it available here. Cool. So, glad we made it there. Fortissimo. Fortissimo looks like this. Let's go to what the fuck? Okay, there we go. It's kinetic. It comes from strike activity, so when you speak to Zavala, you want stability, of course, assault mag, of course, fourth sounds your charm because it is also a slug frame, so that's useful. But it has a bunch of roles, so demo, on special weapons, demolitionist gives you 20% per kill instead of 10%. Grenade energy per kill. Lead from gold is good for ammo economy. Uh, what lead from gold does is every time you pick up heavy ammo, you get special ammo. Threat detector, it gives you a bunch of buffs for being in close range that make the gun feel better and perform better. Faster reload, faster, more stability, etc., etc. Frenzy, which is just a 15% damage bump and gives you that increased reload speed and handling, which is nice. And Surrounded, which is just for DPS. And Vorpal, which is a different way for DPS, more like a burst damage type of deal. Um, yeah, again, I should be telling you what I think these things are good for. I think this is like a mix between burst damage and boss damage, hence the force down to charm, but then no like burst damage trait like Cascade Point. Um, yeah, this is your best bet if you cannot get into a raid, and I'm assuming most of my viewers don't. So, next, oh, let me show you where you get it from. You have to run strikes, which are up here, or Vanguard Ops, or whatever they changed the name of it. Vanguard Operations. And then you run those, you have a chance for it to drop at the end of those missions. And once you get Ingrams, you come and speak to Zavala here at the tower, and then you can purchase the gun. So, next gun, a sudden death. Show you what it looks like. This is with a thingy. This is more of a PvP role, but this comes from the Prophecy Dungeon, which is an Eternity. Nope, not the right one. Legends. this prophecy dungeon. You do have to pay for all of the dungeons, except for this one. Actually, I think this one's free now. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this one's free. So this is free to all players, all the time, by the way. So you can run it and get it from here. Best rolls on this thing. Oh, it is an aggressive shotgun. Aggressive shotguns have this thing inherent to their frame, increase rate of fire after a kill. So you increase your rate of fire after a kill, which is nice. Stability, of course, assault mag, envious assassin, which get kills with other weapons. You can double the magazine, swap to the gun, swap off of it, do the exact same thing. You can double the magazine again, so you can up to triple the magazine. Base magazine size is 4 here. You're probably going to be trying to put like this on there and then one more mag, so you probably get it to 6. 6 times 3, you can get 18 shots. Sick. All right, trench barrel. Trench barrel is only useful on this archetype. On specifically, oh my god, of course I did. Get it together, Quinn. Trench barrel is only useful specifically on aggressive frames. Why? Because trench barrel, the way it works is you have to get. I wonder if I have trench barrel on something real quick. See it? Yes, I do. So on trench barrel, you have to get a melee hit. After you get a melee hit, then you have 3 shots with 50% extra damage. It also gives you other stuff, but none of it is relevant. So, that means that if you're DPSing, you punch 1, 2, 3, punch 1, 2, 3. The fire rate of the shotgun, with the aggressive frames in particular, and then the time it takes to melee. It doesn't slow down your rate of fire, so it doesn't mess with your DPS. The melee just adds its little shitty DPS on top of the fact that you're getting 50% extra gun damage. So only time you're using trench barrel is on aggressive frame shotguns in PvE. So trench barrel or cascade point or burst damage. Trench barrel for long damage phases. Cascade point for shorter damage phases. Pretty self-explanatory. Didn't really go over origin traits, but origin traits don't matter on almost any of these. Maybe on the strand one, whenever you take enough damage, it will automatically reload your magazine, which I guess is pretty relevant. But all of the perks you use in your third column kind of do that for you already, so it doesn't matter. Fortissimo has the trash ones that come from strikes. This one has one, but at the bottom half of your magazine, you get a damage increase, but it's like 3%, so it doesn't matter. All right, Solar, Ikelos, it's shotgun. Nice. I will try and do origin trait this time. Origin trait, if you break a shield, it will reload half of your magazine. Garbage. Anyways, so just like the other ones, you want stability. It does not have assault mag, so you just got to get a mag increaser. So just more bullets in the magazine, I guess. Threat detector, which is really good in that column. You can also get grave robber or subsistence. Subsistence is better if you're trying to use this as an ad clear option. Grave robber is good in the ad clear department as well. Threat detector is kind of general use here. Cascade point, which will increase its rate of fire, basically turn it into an exotic shotgun. There's an exotic shotgun that does this, which is really nice. Then there's Vorpal, Surrounded, or Swashbuckler. Swashbuckler is only here to be matched with Grave Robber. They both brought the same way. You get a melee kill with Grave Robber, it reloads your magazine. You get a melee kill, you get ×5 Swashbuckler, which gives you a 33% damage increase for around 6, or I think about 6 seconds. Vorpal, you already know how that works. It's just 15% damage increase because these are special weapons. Surrounded, which is specific, but if you are surrounded by 3 or more targets, then you'll get a 40% damage increase, which is nice. Cool. The problem with this is it can only be obtained through the exotic mission rotator, which I've said a couple times in some of my videos, so I at least want to show you where that is. And it is when you go to like here, you go to legends, and then this right here, exotic mission. It changes every week. I think Yeah, this is not the right one. Whenever you can get Revision 0, pulse rifle, then you can also get Ikelos shotgun. Yeah, along with all the other Ikelos weapons, by the way. Cool, and it is craftable, so if you do get enough of them, you can craft it, but you gotta be pretty lucky for that shit. Regardless, I mean, it's possible, it's just gonna be longer. And then our final shotgun of the day would be Deadpan Delivery. I need to show you guys where you get it from. So I'm going to show you where I'm going, pause the video, and go there. So actually, let's just do this. So let's just teleport me back to the helm, just as if we always were doing this. Show you exactly where to go. Cool. Then you spawn this way, you turn around, you hit this corner. This guy's not supposed to be here, story reasons. Come down. Oh, portal and shit. Yep, from Season of the Witch. The cool tarot card stuffs. Hop up here. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Right here. So you come here. You got to have these engrams. You get these engrams through doing Season of the Witch activities, or if you've leveled up enough, or done enough of your what do they even call them things, dude? It's not journey stuff. Quests? Seasonal challenges, that's what they call them, which should be in season of the. Okay, so it'll be in past challenges now. Go to Season of the Witch. If you complete enough of these, and they'll give you all of the upgrades you can get to be able to get Season of the Witch bounties, which is witch. I want to be specific because there's wish, like make a wish upon a shooting star, and witch, like that heifer is a witch. Anyways, you can come here and you can get all of these guns. I know you don't see the gun I was just talking about. Hang on, I swear I'm getting there. So you can acquire all of these, which all suck, by the way. Yeah, I hate all of them except this one. This one's good, and this one's the best we got, so we use it. Anyways, this one, recovered Red War weapons. This allows you to acquire a sniper that's terrible, a SMG that has been outclassed already, and this shotgun, which is the best arc shotgun we have at the moment. I guess just to show you. See, and I got a deadpan delivery. Nice. So, what did I get? Trash. Anyways, on this gun, you want stability and assault mag, of course. Overflow. The way overflow works is if you pick up a ammo brick of any sort, it will double your magazine size. So if you have the ammo, it will double your magazine size. If you don't have the ammo, it will just put all the ammo that you have into your magazine. I hope that makes sense. Discord, which is what I have. That's another good option. If you get a kill with another gun, then you can whip this out, and then for like 7 seconds, you have infinite ammo as long as you get kills, which means it's good for ad clear. Trench barrel, which goes well with overflow because now you have more ammo and less time reloading. It's not a huge damage increase. It's more of a usability thing because it doesn't actually increase your DPS because again the amount of time it takes to put one bullet in, and then shotgun is not fast enough to hurt your DPS. Frenzy, which is just increasing reload speed. I think this is actually better with Discord. 1-2 punch, which would just help you if you were trying to do a melee build of some sort. Um, I think I prefer lightweight shotguns because of the utility of giving you more movement speed, but any old shotgun with 1-2 punch is going to help you nuke things if you have a good melee build anyway, so it doesn't matter. Cool, so that is all of the shotguns. I'm going to pause and get everything else ready for fusion rifles next. And we're back. So, I know for you that took no time, but for me, you have no idea what I was doing. Anyways, there are no kinetic fusion rifles. Strand fusion rifle, this one just came out with Season of the Wish. I say just came out, but it's been months anyways. You want range, mag increase, overflow, which we spoke about on the shotgun earlier to double your magazine size. And then the controlled burst. Controlled burst is a fusion rifle exclusive perk what it does is it gives you a boost to charge time because of the way that fusion rifles work. You charge them up, and then it's a shotgun basically. But it's just a long range shotgun with uh charge up time, and then it also gives you a slight damage increase. Because of that, it increases the fuck out of your DPS because DPS is both rate of fire, which your charge time, which is your charge time, and damage, which we just talked about. Another way to use this is if you use Slice. Slice, if you don't remember, is whenever you use your class ability, you can hit a target, they will deal less damage to you. This is why this is good because, again, it is a shotgun, so you can be in damage range. It's also useful for utility to help your teammates if they're like in a pinch and you're like, I don't want the boss to fuck up my teammates. And then we can just, nuke the boss because he has 50% less damage. You're gonna want range on all of these. Um, some of them I might have went with handling, but I think range is actually better for almost all of these because you want to be as far away as possible with these weapons, but getting your max damage. By the way, some of my viewers, I've been watching them play, and they will be really, really far away, but for example, this Eremite. Eremite is something we're gonna mention soon, right? It's 51 range and it's aggressive. The high impact. These actually have some of the most range for these guns, and it's like ADS is like 16 meters. And okay, I think I just fucked something up, but whatever. For reference, 16 meters would be from it would be from that thing to about here. This is about 16 meters, right? So my point is just that you don't have all that much range. So, um, all right. So this one's a boss damage weapon. This is a secondary boss damage weapon. If you have a weapon in a different slot that does burst damage, like a rocket launcher or something that does damage over time, where you can just whip this thing out and keep it out, this is the move. Now, Riptide. It is a stasis fusion rifle. Oh, I didn't show you the thing. I'm slow. Here, this is Scatter Signal. Cool, I know. And it's level 50 because I love this thing. Yeah, this is Scatter Signal. Really good, really good. It also has the Dragon's Vengeance thing because you also get it from the same place that you get Super Cluster from. You come over here and you go speak to Riven. We were just there a minute ago. I'm not going back. Stasis, Riptide. It is a Crucible. It's a Crucible drop. Both of these are rapid fire fusion rifles, by the way. Um, you want range, of course, mag increase. You want lead from gold or auto loading holster. Basically, they're going to do the same thing for you, which is just, well, I guess that's not true. Okay, so lead from gold is going to help you with ammo economy, and auto loading holster is going to help you if you were trying to use this in more of a DPS phase. And then for utility, you go chill clip. Chill clip on this fusion rifle will require you to hit a target 3 times, and then it will be frozen. And then each the both of the times prior, you will be adding more slow to them. This makes it one of the most versatile perks in the game, making this one of the most versatile guns in the game. Uh, First of all, if you freeze anything, then you get shatter damage if you hit it again, which means this thing has AoE add clear. That's nice. If you slow something, then you can, or if you slow an overload champion, you will stun them, so it stuns overload champions. If you shatter an unstoppable champion, then you will stun them, so it stuns unstoppable champions. And because it's stasis, you can use it versus anti-barrier champions. And as long as you get those 3 shots off before they put up their barrier, they will be frozen, which means they can't put up their barrier. Also, if you have a way to give yourself anti-barrier rounds, which in this situation would mean that you would need Radiant. So if you're running this, but you're on a solar, or if you have a teammate that can give you Radiant, then you will be able to deal with all champions. Because I think that might be a bug, but the gun itself will be anti-barrier, which means it's gonna just break anti-barrier. It's gonna break barriers. One hit will cause chill clip to proc, which means that you will stun overloads, and then 3 hits will freeze an opponent, which means you can shatter, which means you can stun unstoppables. As you can see, this is one of the best guns in the game, just utility-wise. It does still have this auto-loading holster and Vorpal combination, which is really good for damage, but I think it's better as a utility pick, and it's really good. I spent way too much time on that gun. Anyways, here it is. One quiet moment, I guess, is kind of useful. It's important here. You get reload speed when you're out of combat. Every time you get a kill, you can reduce the timer for how long it takes to be out of combat before you get the reload speed, which is nice. And as you can see, I have multiple perks at the same time on this gun, and I basically have the god roll because of that. You can go full field prep, which I really wish one of these was auto loading a holster, but I digress. You can go field prep to get a bunch more ammo, and then go back to auto loading holster, and then in DPS moments you can go Vorpal. You can go chill clip. Yeah, great, love it. All right, so next one, Void, no composure. You get this from the kiosk in the tower. This will require some resources. The kiosk in the tower is located, if I can stop pressing the wrong button every time I need to do this shit, you go to the tower, and then you go here. So, oh, not here, I'm sorry, here. So you go to where all of the vaults are. So you just spawn in, you walk forward, and go to your right. In the middle is a little golden thing. There you go. And you look for it, no composure. It has a base roll, so I'm not even going to show it from right there, but it has a base roll already because this was one of our ritual weapons. I don't even know if we still do that. Do we still have ritual weapons? I don't even know anymore. Anyways, you want to use Feeding Frenzy and Reservoir Burst. The reason why is because these aren't all that good. You can use this as a damage increase, so to be good in a damage situation, but you have better fusion rifles or other weapons to do that now, so don't worry about it. This thing is good for ad clear, which I think is a bit weird on a fusion rifle, but whatever. The more kills you get, the faster you reload it. If you get at least 2 kills, it's going to feel really good with those reloads anyway. So, in Reservoir Burst, as long as you're at the first bullet in your magazine, then you will get a damage increase. I think it's like 50%. And if you kill anybody, that will explode, which is where the ad clip comes from. So, yeah, nice. Um, no origin trait, right? No, not crazy. No origin trait, right? Yeah, no origin trait. I don't think they've come out with another rapid fire fusion rifle since this thing's dropped. It's the best one. Now we're gonna move on to Solar, the gun I was talking about. We're gonna talk about earlier. Eremites. I like Eremites. I need a better. Yeah, that feels better. Eremite. So first of all, the origin trait is ass. If you crouch for a short period of time, then you will get like 10 reload speed. Wow. Anyways, you get it from Season of the Witch activities, which is the place. I think I'm in now, right? Yeah. So you get it from here, and you just come here and you can purchase it from here if you have Witch Queen Ingrams. Uh, yeah, you purchase it right here. It is also craftable, and if you do the Witch Queen, or not the Witch Queen, the Season of the Witch uh, activities, Savathun Spire will be the easiest. Altars of Summoning. Uh, if you do either one of those, you have a chance for it to drop in there as well. I already have the god roll on this because it is craftable. Um, so I went Fluted Barrel, which gives me handling. I went the magazine increase on Enhanced Battery, Envious Assassin, so you can triple this thing's magazine, so 6 times 3, 18 shots. Um, and then Controlled Burst for increased damage and slight increase to that rate of fire. I can actually do this now, which is bananas. I just thought about that. So now you can get like, what, 21? You can pretty much just put all of the fucking fusion rifle shots in it, okay? Just almost all of it. Just jam all the shit in there at this point, why don't you? Anyways, it's really good for reasons I've already explained. So, then moving on. Arc, iterative loop. You get it from Neomuna activities. You want handling, a mag increase, compulsive reloader, and volt shot. So, this is the weapon. Handling. I actually went with fire rate increase, which is a mistake, by the way. That is not what you should do. Compulsive reloader and volt shot. I think I was doing it for like DPS or something. But anyways, so the game plan here, you try and get a kill early. you reload. The reason why you want to get a kill early is if you are at the top of your magazine, then you can reload faster with compulsive reloader, which is necessary for Volt Shot because if you get a kill and then reload, you can proc jolt on the next person that you hit. Again, as you can see, I really love this thing. Um, really good, really good. Like it. It's another ad clear option. It's basically an amped up version of what this is. So this is easier to acquire, but once you get this, then you basically don't need this anymore. Yeah, yeah. So moving on, I actually have two arc weapons here. Um, oh, well, I'll tell you in a minute. Don't worry about it. Loaded question is a Nightfall reward. You want handling, mag increase, overflow, or envious assassin because it gets both, controlled burst, or reservoir burst. I don't think these things are in any way, shape, or form mutually exclusive. If you get any combination of this shit, good. Um, if you get controlled burst, this is a boss damage weapon. If you get reservoir burst, it is a ad clear weapon. That's the only thing that changes that matters. Envious assassin and overflow are the same thing, except overflow doesn't require kills, but can only double the magazine once. Envious requires kills with other weapons. Gotta remember that, with other weapons, and then it can triple the magazine. So yeah, so that's fusions, and I'm gonna set up for the next one. Hello, hi, welcome to my very long recording where I have 75 different Irakanjis for no reason. No reason at all. Anyways, snipers, kinetic sniper, best kinetic supremacy. Get it from the Last Wish raid. Can be acquired by other means if done before final shape. What you have to do is you have to do some Season of the Wish activities. Do a little bit of that story. You got a week. Believe in yourself. Alright? And then speak to oh god. Speak to the queen that's in here. She'll give you some things you need to go do, like go kill some of these guys, go do some of this stuff, whatever. Do what it tells you. You'll get a cool tooth. The tooth will let you purchase a red border for all of the raid weapons that come from this raid, the Last Wish raid, which includes the Supremacy. If for some reason you don't want a Supremacy, my other option would be the rocket launcher. Those are the best guns to that come from that raid, in my opinion. The sniper or the rocket launcher. I think the sniper's better, but whatever. Regardless, Supremacy is the numero uno. I will go with handling because of the way I have this built. Handling and then high caliber rounds, which I know is weird, but I have a reason for it. Rewind rounds, which somehow is now requind rounds, and kinetic, which I also cannot spell, and then kinetic trimmers, or bait and switch. I literally have two of these guns. One of them is rewind rounds and kinetic trimmers. I was using lead from gold, but doesn't seem necessary. Like special almost kind of everywhere most of the time, so almost never run out of ammo. Um, and then high caliber is because shots from this weapon knock the target back further. I don't feel like that's a proper description. Basically, you get a chance to flinch, and that chance to flinch is higher if you have, first of all, more damage. Second of all, high caliber rounds. That threshold for the amount of damage is lower, so you can stun people with this as well. Um, what you do is you proc kinetic trimmers. You shoot twice because it's enhanced. If it's not enhanced, you shoot 3 times at a single target, and then it'll make them explode and do a bunch of damage around them. And then rewind rounds procs based off the number of hits. Hits are also counted from kinetic trimmers, because typically if you didn't have like some weird AoE shenanigans going on like we do here, then it will only give you 60% of your magazine, and it would do that until it can't give you more than 40% of your magazine, which sounds really complicated, but basically it just means it roughly doubles your magazine without you having to reload. Well, if rewind round or kinetic trimmers hits enough people, then you'll just reload your entire magazine, which means you never have to reload this thing ever, which is great. This gun is amazing for DPS. You use it like you would use like a Wither Horde or a Anarchy or a Dragon's Breath. You just shoot twice and then swap to whatever your DPS weapon is. Pink, pink, move on. 3 times if it's something else. 1, 2, 3, move on. The other role I have for it, which is actually similar, and no, I do not use this as much, but it is also very good. Needs to swap to that, which means I need to swap that actually. But fluted barrel, magazine increase, reround rounds, and bait and switch. Bait and switch, you land 2 shots, or you land shots with all of your weapons, and then this gun gets a 30% damage increase for 10 seconds, which will be enough time to empty your entire reserves, or like really close to it, I believe, with this thing, which is amazing, by the way. Which makes this a great backup DPS weapon because you don't typically have DPS weapons that can increase their damage by 30 fucking percent. You pair this with like this. You pair this with Dragon's Breath, and you're cooking with gas. Um, good, easy DPS, right? And yeah, it's so good that I hold 2 of them, and then I swap them around for different situations. Yeah, just that good. Okay, and that's just the first one. Secession. You get this from the Brave Arsenal, so this is stuff you get from doing Onslaught, Handling, Mag Increase, Reconstruction, or Discord, and then you want Recombination, a Redistribution. I feel like that's not the right word for that. So let me check real quick. Redirection. I was so close. I was so close. Okay, so I guess I should show you the gun. Lefuckle. This one. Cool. All right. I know. I don't have the stuff for it. Cool. This is one of my roles. Actually, I have 2 roles, but anyways, mag increase, which I can actually do that now. Anyways, mag increase. You want handling. Arrowhead break does give you handling. Um, stability is nice as well. Where are you? Okay. Reconstruction is really good because what it does is it doubles your magazine over time, and every 4.5 seconds, I believe, it will just put a bullet in your magazine. So while you're not using it, it just gives you ammo. Well, not gives you ammo, it pulls it from your reserves, which is nice. And up to doubles your magazine, which again, nice. Discord, we've talked about it before, but basically you get a kill with a different gun, and you can swap to this thing, and then you can, every time you get a kill, you get the ammo back. So you can use this as an air clear weapon if you wanted to, which is funny. Recombination goes with reconstruction, because while you're not using it, it just puts bullets in the magazine. Then you whip it out with recombination. The way recombination works is you get kills with other guns, stacks up to 10 times, doubles your damage for 1 shot. Sick. Um, makes it really, really good for burst damage situations. Redirection is that you get hits on miners, on red bars, and then you can stack that up to times 20, so get 20 hits, right? Which basically means 20 kills, which sounds like a lot because you're like, oh my god, all my sniper ammo. But if you have Discord, it's not because you're gonna one shot almost every red bar with your sniper rifle, right? But that's good because you're gonna get the ammo back. So once you get up to times 20, it will take away 5 stacks. It will increase your damage on whatever you hit that is not a red bar by what, 40%? Let me look it up so I'm not giving out misinformation on the internet. Increase your damage by 20%. So it's a 20% damage increase. It is a lot of work to get a 20% damage increase if you ask me. I only have it because it's really unique. I don't think there's another sniper that kind of does that job, which is why I think it's really cool. But if you wanted me to be honest, I think the bestest role on this thing is definitely reconstruction and recombination with a magazine increase up to 4 because that's the cap, I believe. You might be able to push it to 5 if you have extended mag here instead. But yeah, and it's really good. And both of those are kinetic, so they get slightly more damage against unshielded opponents, which is normally all of them, but they're going to nerf that so it's not bosses anymore, but whatever, same thing, same difference. Alright, so I'm not taking too long. Strand, Naheem's Lance. It's a rapid fire. I didn't mention this. This is aggressive, and it is good for burst damage. Yeah, you can use it for burst damage, or you can use it for like it's extra damage versus like a boss or whatever. This is good for burst damage and damage over time as well, which is unique, by the way. Naheem's Lance, you get it from Warlords. The Warlords dungeon, which is Cosmodrome. Is it not Cosmodrome? That's Aggressive Avers. Is it an EDZ? Is it an EDZ here in Warlord's Ruin? Handling, mag size, reconstruction, and precision instrument. So, hey, I'm pretty sure that's the role I have on this one. Yep, took me a while to get it, but not exactly what I wanted. We'll do that to help it out. Handling will take free reload speed when we actually do have to reload, and more handling. Cool. So this will double your magazine size over time. So 14 bullets. Precision instrument is every time you deal, well, while dealing sustained damage, you increase your precision damage. It takes 5 hits, and then or 6 hits, and then you have your max amount of precision damage, which is an extra 25%. So a 25% damage increase for just continuing to hit stuff that stacks as you hit things, which means the more bullets, the more you can keep this up. You get where I'm going here. This is good. Solid, solid, solid. What else? So that was Strand. So now we have Stasis. We have the freaking 700 Irukandjis I have. Okay, so this is the one that I had got a while ago. I liked it because it's 4 times a charm with Focus Fury and Fireline at the same time. That is really good. Um, Especially since it has a Vice Stinger. Um, it is a world drop. The reason why I was able to get it with double rewards, I don't think people remember this, but if you go to Lost Sectors and complete it on Master difficulty, which is a good way to improve your Destiny skills, if you ask me. And it's also mindless, so you can just do it while you listen to stuff or whatever. Is to go to like one of these Legend Lost Sectors and do it in Master mode, and then the drops will be whenever you get a world drop specifically from the end of this mission or Lost Sector, I guess, you will have a chance to get it with multiple perks in a singular column, I believe. So, um, Irukandji does have a couple of options, which would be handling, of course, stability, then Envious Assassin, or Fourth Stunted Charm, and then Focus Fury and Fireline. So you kind of see why I liked mine. And that's probably why I have multiple, because I'm like, ooh, Envious Assassin. I don't have that, but like whatever I have is fine. Like it's totally fine. Like I don't think I need these. Um, I think I'll get rid of this one. Yeah, Force on Charge is just giving me ammo for free. I just gotta hit the shots. Don't be a crybaby. Just hit the shots, Quinn. Anyways, that is all of the kinetic ones. Then the only void sniper of any give a fuck is Father of Sins, which was ass when it first dropped, which is why I thought we never even had one. But it's good now because this archetype, which is rapid fire sniper rifle, by the way, got an improvement. All of these are rapid fire except for Secession, by the way. Secession is an aggressive. Um, Handling mag increase, triple tap, which 4 times to charm, but with 3 shots instead of 2, 4, sorry, and Focus Fury, which is not the greatest, but is much better than any other Void sniper rifle. I will show you further sense. It is craftable, and you get it from doing Throne World activities for the Witch Queen. His origin trait is actually slightly notable here in that if you deal sustained damage, you can decrease the amount of damage that the target you're dealing sustained damage on deals. Like Sever, but like way worse. Like it's like 10% versus Sever's like 50 almost. So yeah. All right. Solar. Yes, I have multiple solars here. We have Twilight's Oath. Twilight Oath. This is a PvP role, by the way. Um. Anyways, Twilight Oath is good for. Dang it. Okay. Bruh. Bruh. I get confused really easy. Um, you get it from doing Riven's Lair and the Coil, uh, Season of the Wish activities in particular, right? Want to let you see the gun. The origin trait is not notable whatsoever. And let's move on now. Yeah, let's move on to, bruh, to this thing. So you want handling and a mag increase, of course. You don't need much mag increase on this one. I think it just naturally has a higher magazine size than most other snipers. You can get ambitious assassin in the third column, and then precision instrument, which is the same thing we were talking about was good with Irukandji, which means this is a good sniper rifle. This is good and easily acquirable. There is a um, solar Ikelos sniper rifle, which has a similar role, but it's harder to get. So this is the move. All right, another solar is Azumi. This is the first of my only two adaptive frames. It is a Nightfall reward. You want handling, mag increase, which you're gonna want on almost all of these. Fourth time to charm, or clown cartridge. We know how four times to charm work. Clown cartridge is when you reload, you will randomly put more bullets in the magazine, which dope. And then precision instrument, which we already know how that works, so you see why this is good. I will show you the Azumi. Sorry, they look the same. Azumi, see here. Oh, I can get 7. Holy bananas. Holy bananas, Batman. But yeah, I could put 7 in this thing, which fourth time's a charm and precision instrument, and that's just better for fourth time's a charm with 7 bullets. Do math, I don't wanna. None of these are notable whatsoever. Irakanji's is notable though. I forgot to mention its origin trait is notable because it will refill a portion, I think it's like 30% of your magazine, or it has a chance to do so as you deal damage. So randomly you can just get a part of your magazine thrown back in there, which is good. Really good. Okay. Oh, and you get Uzume from Nightfall. It's a Nightfall reward, so it has to be in rotation, which I don't think it's in rotation anymore, which means you just have to buy it from Zavala using a whole bunch of Ingrams. Alright, and then the Galu, RR3. It's a world drop. It is the best arc sniper rifle we have. It's not anything special. Handling, mag increase, overflow, which we already know how that works, and focus fury. I don't think I've explained how focus fury works because I don't like it that much, but it's okay. Basically, if you deal half of your magazine as precision damage, then the other half, well, then for 10 seconds you get 20% damage increase, which yes does feel like a lot. Although it is your base magazine, so when you overflow this, you can get up to like 7. So overflow will get you like 14 if you got the right perks. I don't. This is just something that just dropped. But yeah, this would be right. If this was overflow, then this would be perfect. But extended mag, backup mag, overflow, focus fury, then you have 14 in the magazine. I would land 3 shots, and then the rest of those shots have 20% damage increase if I can get all of them off in the 10-second window, which is nice. Alright, that's all the snipers, so let's move on. Bam, trace rifles. Yeah, you can't get a void one right now. You would have to wait for the exotic mission rotator as well. I believe if you were to do this before Tuesday, um, Tuesday, May the 28th, then you would be able to get the only void, because there's only one of each element. You would be able to get the only void elemental trace rifle. So I guess I should mention it here, even though I didn't write it. Yeah, as Presage would have it. So you would be able to get the only void elemental uh, trace rifle. It's solid. It's not great. I have it here. This one, Hollow Denial. It's the other one. It's the other one. The other one. This one. This one. This one. Cool. So Void one, this is the one that's hard to get. This would be my recommendation because it's Void. You can use your grenade to then use Repulsor Brace to give yourself Overshield constantly. It's really good with Gerfalcon's Hunter and Lead from Gold to keep your ammo economy flowing. I will go over Incisor next. I'm going to do these faster because these are not quite as good in the first place, and most of these are kind of hard to get. But you get Incisor through doing trials. So I know like half of y'all have already gone to sleep if you've not gone to sleep already because this is a 44-minute video as we speak. But what's good about it is Slice. You can use your class ability and then sever opponents. Hatchling, which helps you play into strand subclass. Yeah, yeah, strand subclass, and I won't do that anymore. So I don't even know what I would use on this. But anyways, then appetence, you can get this from the same place that you get the scatter signal and supercluster from season of the wish activities. Um, this is the best role in my opinion with one for all and demolitionist. I believe you can get overflow, but I think demolitionist makes more sense here. Since this is a special weapon, you get 20% grenade energy instead of 10, so you should be able to get a grenade before you use all your ammo, which means you can throw a grenade to reload it. And one for all is good for more damage. It's like 35% more damage. It's the most damage you're going to be able to get the easiest here. So, oh, and it's stasis. That's the stasis one. So strand, stasis, void. You can actually get the strand and the stasis ones. Um, Solar is also available as well, and there's of Eternity. They added back the old traits for these guns. Shoot the loot became available on this, so it makes it amazing by itself. Golden Tricorn is what I'm trying out, but I think that I will actually prefer to go with Incandescent because it's solar. It's incandescent. And then Path of Least Resistance. This is the best one in my opinion, and it's really easy to say that it is the best one because it has Volt Shot. It has Shoot the Loot and Volt Shot. That does it. That's it. That's all that matters there. Shoot the Loot, Volt Shot on any primary-esque gun would be amazing. Yes, that is me quickly going over all the trace rifles because, okay, they're not as notable as other guns unless you were trying to do double special loadouts, but even now I don't know if it's that important. This is basically just for my Cenotaph warlocks out there at this point. So, I'm going to move on to grenade launchers. So give me a pause. Cool. Now we're going to go over grenade launchers. The special grenade launchers, to be more specific. I didn't think I needed to go into quite as much detail with these either, as they do not require as much barrel and magazine management and whatnot. So we're gonna get into it. I like for strand. I like Tusk of the Boar. I say I like as if you have another option because you do not. You get this from Iron Banner. Because of the nerfs that they're going to be doing in the final shape, you need blast radius. Slice is my preferred third column trait, and chain reaction will still be my preferred uh, fourth column trait, despite the fact that it is also getting nerfed in the final shape. Yeah, I mean that's about it. There's not much to note here. It does have field tested, which means the more hits you get, the more reload speed, amongst other things that you end up getting. But, nah. And then we have stasis. There is a stasis wave. Oh, this is a wave frame grenade launcher, so you shoot this along the ground, right? Uh, Tusk of the Boar. Now, Lingering Dread comes from the Duality Dungeon, which yes, you have to pay for. Sorry for your loss. Disorienting Grenades, Auto-Loading Holster, and Chill Clip. This is a pure utility weapon. If you use Disorienting Grenades, then you can blind the enemies. Hitting them with Chill Clip as well will slow them, so it does both. Auto-Loading Holster will make it where you don't have to reload every time, which is annoying. It is Stasis. Yeah, that's about it, dude. This thing is really, really good. Oh, the origin trait is quite unique. The more damage you take, the faster you will reload, but they compensated for that by giving you like the worst reload speeds they could imagine. Um, but other than that, it's nice. I like it. Now, the one you really came here for, Mountaintop. Mountaintop, Mountaintop, Mountaintop. It is a micro missile grenade launcher, which just means that it does not like drop off. You know, you shoot the grenade and it kind of like comes down. No, just imagine this is like a mini rocket launcher. That's what this is. You want to have the lowest blast radius possible. It's one of those weird things in Destiny, but basically you want low blast radius on this thing so you get more damage put into your impact, which is where all the damage is on this type, this archetype. Anyways, then you want auto-loading holster and recombination. There are other things on this gun. Okay, there really are. There are other roles. There's other things you could consider, but I'm gonna tell you right now. The only one that mattered since I have acquired it has been autoloading holster and recombination. You basically whip this thing out as a I will delete this thing now button. That's its whole. That's the whole stick. That's the whole job. That's it. All right. As you can see here, it does have ambitious assassin. I don't want that. I have to get a kill first. Demo. I don't want that. Just because you can only get 1 to 2 kills, it doesn't do like a lot of big splash damage. And you don't need better ammo economy. Overflow is easy to use, but it seems like every time you want overflow to proc, there's no ammo for it to proc. There's other damage traits, but the only other one that I think is even in the realm of the ease of use as a recombination would be Vorpal or Frenzy, but they don't come close. Okay, there's one role that you want on this, and it is autoloading holster and recombination. Anything else is gravy. All right, so water flight. You get this from doing the Spire dungeon. Yes, I know. I'm sorry. These get very specific, but there's just not a lot of grenade launchers that are good. Sorry. Anyways, it is a double fire grenade launcher, which means that when you shoot it, it shoots 2 grenades. So, you want auto-loading holster and frenzy on this thing because frenzy will give you a damage increase. Auto-loading holster makes it where you don't have to use your you don't have to reload it. But if you want to, frenzy will give you a faster reload speed to help you do that anyway. Um, that's it. Another double fire is a solar wind style grenade launcher. Your nightfall, it is a nightfall reward. I said wind style? Wild style. The solar wild style double fire grenade launcher. It is a nightfall reward. You want stats for all and incandescent. Incandescent can help prod stats for all. Stats for all is good because it will increase your reload speed. Also, if you get enough kills fast enough, you can make things go boom, which is really nice. Double boom. Well, triple boom. Whatever. Um, and then, let me show you the wild style. That is the Lingering Dread. This is our boy Mountaintop. Ain't she pretty? Then, wild style, which is also really good. You do want to fire this from the hip though, because text balance stock. When you fire it from the hip and deal damage, it will increase your reload speed. Um, then, this is Wilder Flight, which is also has text balance stock as its origin trait. Um, by the way, these things deal like 5% more damage than Mountaintop does. Um, these are the ones that you want to shoot at a single target and delete them right now. So double fire and micro missile are similar. It's just micro missile has like some movement tech things that also help you out or whatever. You don't do damage as much damage to yourself with a micro missile frame as you will with any of the rest of these. Um, so I got every flavor represented here. You're welcome, and of course, the god forbearance. Um, this is the sole reason for why wave frames are getting double nerfed. Okay, they get nerfed because chain reaction is not going to be as good, and the frame itself will not go as far, and so on and so forth. I don't think it's going to matter. Forbearance is still going to be king. This is the role that I would go with, being demo and chain reaction with a reload, with some reload in there on this masterwork. You want to go with as much blast radius as possible now because blast radius is going to be getting a bit neutered. But um, other than that, like you're using forbearance. Forbearance is like it's one of the best adequate weapons in the game. You just shoot, reload, shoot, reload, shoot, reload at the ground. This is a wave frame, just like our boy Tusker the Boar up there. Um, Another role that you can go for would be to grab yourself a ambitious assassin. So then you shoot once and then you reload. Now you have 2 shots. That's useful when you get to like the harder in-game stuff. And you need 2 shots instead of one. You could also go unrelenting for the health recovery, which I think is also really good. Um, a one that I think is underrated would be disruption break to give yourself a big damage bump on a big kinetic damage bump on anything that you broke its shields. The rest of these traits on this right column, you get a bunch of damage traits, but I just don't see any of them being super impactful, other than maybe One for All, because 35% damage for hitting a bunch of targets when you're gonna be hitting a bunch of targets is good. But none of the rest of them are up long enough or have the ease of use that just kill one, hurt others, now you can keep shooting does. So yeah, that is all of the special weapons that are worth our time here. Don't say that is all the special weapons that are worth our time here. I'm sorry that this ended up being an hour-long video, but there is literally nothing I can do about that. There's nothing I can do about that right now, as there are too many weapons to be going over. I will soon be trying to make a heavy weapon variation of this, and hopefully it is useful to the masses. Later.